Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to all. I do hereby welcome the distinguished speakers, delegates, academicians, students, and professionals who are present here for the Vision Quest Episode 4 under the banner of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. On roadmap for EV skilling and upskilling, co-organized by ASDC, that is Automotive Skills Development Council, and powered by Plugin Up. As the world is rapidly shifting towards of skills of students, academicians, and industry professionals to match the EV industry demand and fulfill their requirements. Vision Quest is an initiative by ISI India to make awareness, create sustainable skill development, and make a way forward for electric mobility. What does Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav means? It is an initiative to celebrate and commemorate 75 years of independence and the glorious history of its people, culture and achievements, success and evolution journey. Through these years, we have seen various changes in the ecosystem with technology, innovations, entrepreneurship, and nowadays, what are we seeing is the most important change that is to adapt to the new electric vehicle technology. Under the banner of this, today in the episode of Vision Quest on roadmap for EV skilling and upskilling, our esteemed guests will exchange thoughts, discuss and skill requirements on opportunities available in the EV automobile industry. We will also be focusing to identify the implement and the outcomes through the discussion in the ecosystem. Introduction to ISI India. We are Asia's biggest e-mobility, motorsport, and skill-based education platform with the 9 years of experience in e-mobility events and skill-based education. We are creating immersive learning experiences for our learners globally. We are a National Youth Award winner by Ministry of Youth Affairs, recommended by Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, and endorsed by Niti Aayog, Government of India. And we are associated with 20 plus automotive industry favorable initiatives. Imperial Society of Innovative Engineers is also a leading organization for specialization in electric vehicle engineering, through which ISI is having an academia partnership program to fill the gap between industry and academia. We are creating a uniquely placed tech innovation system centered on green mobility and renewable energy. We are proud to announce that ISI India has partnered with Additional Skill Acquisition Program, ASAP, Higher Education Department of Kerala Government for 2 COE in Kerala, CSMMS Aurangabad, SSGM Shegaon, Galgotias University, National Institute for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, that is NIMSME, Govardhan Eco Village by ISKCON, and 20 plus Center of Excellence will be going to be operational by October 2022. The Center of Excellence in association with Hero Electric, MG Motor India and ANSYS, supported by the Society of Manufacturers of Electric Vehicles, that is SMEV, and certification partner Automotive Skill Development Council, ASDC. The Center of Excellence aims to create an ecosystem for skill-based education, research, innovation, and entrepreneurship with skilling, reskilling, and upskilling of the youths. Thus, to establish a strong association of facilities for research and innovation to exchange knowledge, ideas, solution to industry and academia. Imperial Society of Innovative Engineers is aiming to establish a 100 plus center of excellence for green mobility by 2025 across India. Now we would like to present a video showing various initiatives taken by the Imperial Society of Innovative Engineers to promote green mobility and sustainable energy. Please have a look at the video.
The automobile industry is moving at a rapid pace, trying to gain an upper hand in the electric vehicle market. There is a lot to be done and the time is short. This has also affected the recruitment process. Thus, right now the industry is looking for individuals with the right skill set to fulfill the job roles and help them succeed. To grab this opportunity, the engineering graduates should be trained as per the industry requirement. Imperial Society of Innovative Engineers (ISIE India), being the first organization in India working to encourage green mobility, teaming up with a vast network of experts, has come up with a Center of Excellence for E-Mobility Research and Skill Development, which would act as the epicenter for innovation, incubation, and skill development, and also research in the field of e-mobility. ISI India has 9 years of excellence in training graduates and professionals, and we have been awarded as National Youth Award in 2015-16, Earth Day Network Star Award, and Titans of Technology 2021, and many such awards for creating a uniquely placed tech innovation ecosystem centering around e-mobility. The Center of Excellence is a unique facility with machines, workbench, experimental setup, and research exclusively designed and developed by ISI India. It consists of 3 labs: EV/HEV Powertrain Research Lab, Battery Prototyping and Testing Lab, Charging Infrastructure Lab. EV/HEV Powertrain is the heart of the vehicle and responsible to deliver the power to the wheel. This lab consists of equipments and setup to help the students and faculties gain better grasp over the motor technology, hybrid vehicle, and fuel cell technology. They will be able to design, prototype, test, and optimize the powertrain setup. Battery for an electric vehicle is one of the most crucial and expensive components. The participant in this lab will be able to perform various mechanical and electrical tests for the battery or cell, along with the battery pack design and cell sorting. Study about the BMS functionality and design, and create the safety circuit for balanced charge and discharge characteristics. Charging infrastructure. As we know, charging being the most major concern in electric vehicle, this lab consists of DC and AC chargers with integrated circuits for V2G charging. This state-of-the-art facility consists of overall charging infrastructure model for 2-wheelers and 4-wheelers. Under the Center of Excellence, we will be offering collaborative BTech, MTech PG diploma with specialization in electric vehicle engineering in association with top universities of India. Certification program with our industrial partners, MG Motors, Hero Electric, and many others, and QP and non-QP certification program with Automotive Skill Development Council (ASCC). In our initiative to train future engineers, we have certification partner, Automobile Skill Development Council (ASCC), industry partner for skill development, MG Daksita, career opportunities partner, Society of Manufacturers of Electric Vehicle (SMEV), technology partner for research and development, ANSYS and Hero Electric, and many more. By 2025, ISI India, with their industry partner and universities, will be establishing 100+ centers pan-India and train more than 5 lakh students. Come and join our hands towards a green future ahead.
I would like to welcome today's moderator of the program, Dr. Ashwini Kumar Sharma. Dr. Ashwini Kumar Sharma is advisor to ISI India, mentor for change, Niti Aayog Government of India. He is a former dean at Mass University, a dynamic teacher, professional mentor, and coach with a rich experience of 20+ years in engineering education. Professor Sharma is doctorate from National Institute of Technology, Kurukshetra. He is certified for CMI Level 5 in Management and Leadership from Chartered Management Institute, UK. He pioneered in introducing the project-based learning for the students of engineering and faculty, and developed innovative teaching and learning aids. His expertise include projects, consultancies, patents, project-based learnings, and innovations, and team leading. I welcome you, sir. Now, I would like to request Dr. Ashwini Kumar Sharma to moderate further event.
Yeah, thank you so much for your kind introduction, which was too lengthy for a person like me. But anyway, this is the kind of protocol we have set, so perfectly okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome onto this platform, on which we are celebrating Azadi with Mahotsav, which is again one of the most exciting year for us as far as celebration of the Independence Day is concerned. So we all are wholeheartedly participating in that. And in that sense, we came up with this Within Quest episode 4, where we would be talking about the latest trends in the EV sector. And just to tell you, we have got eminent personalities who are who's who of the country and abroad with us as a guest as well as a panelist. So, without wasting much of the time, I would like to first introduce you with the eminent speakers, the panelists, and then we will start with the panel discussion. So, starting with Mr. Ashutosh Jha, who is Director Sales and Business Development, B2B India and SAARC countries, and that's from Michelin. IP lab clusters and Center of Excellence in Elijah joined ASAP as consultant with an extensive body of work of 25 years in electric power industry with the specialization in field of electricity, power system protection relay, substation, automation and smart grid projects. To name a few, for the government of India and Kerala, apart from working in the Middle East, he was also a part-time consultant to the Aluminum Industry Limited Relay Division Trivandrum for leading R&D engineers in developing latest technologies, numerical IEDs, and smart grid products for Indian market. Elijah is currently an MIT member of the Institution of Engineers and has contributed as an active member of the International GCC CIGRE Committee of CIGRE. We have our third panelist, Mr. Manu Sharma, who is Assistant Vice President, HR and Hero Electric Vehicles Private Limited. Mr. Manu Sharma he started off as a young fresher at Hero Cycles, moved on to work at Hero worked for some time as HR head at Hero Electric. He has been working in Hero Group for last 20 years, having a wholesome amount of working experience in different operations of the same company. He is Treasure House of Knowledge. Next in line, we have got Professor Upendra Verma, who is Dean and Professor, Head of School of Electronics and Electrical Engineering at Lovely Professional University. He has with about this university is with about 4,000 students at PG and PhD and more than 180 faculty members. Guiding curriculum updates as per industry requirement, arranging faculty trainings and placement of graduating students. Total has published about 200 research articles and papers at ISIEINDIA journals. In the year 2016 and 17, a BTech CSTC student has bagged AIR, that is All India rank of 10th in IES and 16th in GATE. The students' team and one of the two teams selected for International Delta Cup to be held in China in June. That was done in 2016. Another team of students or faculty working on LP satellite project under this supervision. Our other eminent speaker is Mr. Muniratnam Javaji. He is CEO and founder of Java. Mr. Javaji is Chairing Education Board, SAE, and founder and director of Javaji and Consulting Private Limited. He has a strong catch in international business, dealings, creation of efficient business plans, processes, project execution teams, etc., and ability to enter and expand in a new market environment. He is highly networked across the industry, ISIEINDIA, India, European Union, and North America. Highly networked across these different countries. He has held the responsibilities for growth, P&L strategy of the company. Next in line, we have got another eminent panelist who is none other than Mr. Arindam Lahiri. He is Chief Executive Officer, CEO of Automotive Skill Development Council India. Prior to this, he has held various senior level positions of responsibilities, including Chief Academic Officer, Executive Director, Advisor, MD, Education and Skill. He was responsible for various academic delivery operations and has specialties in startup, strategic planning, human resource, supply chain, training and development, business negotiation, alliances and partnership, learning and development. He has 3 decades of professional experience, largely derived between manufacturing, mainly automotive sector, and in supply chain functions, and education and learning and development and training skills. A diverse career path has helped him to fulfill his dream and inspire thousands of young minds to pursue their own dreams. His passion to work for socially enriching contribution, creating new customer engagement models, experimenting team structure, lead organization from chaos to clarity. His specialty also includes startup, strategic planning, human resource, supply chain, training and development, business negotiation, alliances and partnership, and learning and development, obviously. So, gentlemen, we have got all these panelists with us, and I welcome you all on behalf of ISI India, who has come up with this beautiful program, which will be a kind of enriching experience for all the people who are right now watching it through this program or maybe live stream. So we will start with the panel discussion, in which I'm going to just float a question, and any one of you can answer on that. You can just take your opinion, your take on that, and that's how we will go ahead. Please, if you can put on your video, that will be very fine. Arindam sir, good morning.
Sorry, good morning. Good morning.
Everyone,
Yes.
good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Okay, fine.
My camera is not working somehow, so
Yes, sir. I think there is an issue. But that's okay, sir. That's okay.
I think it's a Teams issue.
Yes. That's okay, sir. If it is not working out, it's okay. We can go with your voice. Okay, so let us just understand what is going on right now with the EV segment. As you are the expert, I am just giving an opinion here that what we have realized, we are more academicians working in this kind of setup for last 20-25 years. What we have realized is that the companies are right now lined up with the number of electric vehicles to be put into the market, and people are taking them in a very good sense. So number of vehicles on road will be very high, but somehow the kind of learning, the kind of knowledge transfer which is happening with the education industry, it is not at par with what industry is doing. Like if you think about the faculty members, they are not trained very much on this area, as well as when they are imparting this know-how to the students, obviously they are also not gaining. So this is a kind of mismatch where industry is running with a very, very fast pace, while academia is not able to catch up right now. But yes, we need the people who can actually work in EV industry. So workforce has to be supplied by the academic institution. So this is the context with which we will be talking about. So the first question comes here, is that what, according to you, students or professionals need to be trained in respect with the market trends and industry demands, Or should we add extra skill development programs, like maybe in any of the field? What are the different initiatives that can be taken at the university, institution, and industry? So I know this question is a bit long, but let me rephrase it. What are the different initiatives that can be taken at the university, institution, or industry to fill this gap, maybe skill development? The question is open to all.
So, Ashwini ji, am I audible, Ashwini ji? I'm Ashutosh speaking.
Yeah.
Audible?
Ashutosh ji, yes, you are audible.
Yes. So, Ashwini ji, first of all, thanks for raising this very, very essential and important question, which we all should reflect. I'm very happy to be part of this panel. You rightly said that who's who of EV skill initiative, ecosystem in India are part of. I can see Mr. Arindam, he's the flag bearer of it in the form of Automotive Skill Development Council. Mr. Manu Sharma, he's a renowned known person in EV ecosystem. So hello, my co-panelist. Ashwini ji, my 2 cents in this is I think we all have to be very provocative at this point of time in realizing that we are far below than what is required at the early or nascent stage of EV electric vehicle getting the mainstream. Okay, so the first and foremost part is that EV is the future, okay? And this realization should happen among all of us. Okay, EV is the future. First thing. Second thing is, today the pace at which EV is going, I think we are not very far that 10 years down the line, maybe EV will surpass IC. And at that time, the most important thing will be what is our skill set to address the ecosystem's requirement, from a very basics of know-how to an advanced level of engineering. Okay? And for that, the first and foremost seeding should happen at the framework level. Many times we see that an industry grows, but it has a weak foundation. So a framework is like a foundation, and that has to be drawn very clearly. Okay, so the first point should be a framework, very clear, agreed by the entire ecosystem, be it institutions, be it government bodies, or be it the industry. The second important part should be that we should not only see anything from the top-down approach, like starting from engineers or industry. We should also see it from the grassroots level, where we should inculcate this culture of electric vehicle know-how from a very basic primary education level. Okay, so I think I have 3 points formula. We should start with school, okay, primary school, then secondary, and then higher secondary. Something of electric vehicle should be part of their know-how. It can be as basic as what is electric vehicle at the very basic level, and should be part of a practical education at the higher secondary level. Then we should come to the ecosystem where engineering and masters are concerned, and there we should definitely have a program which is electric vehicle engineering, and then masters in a specific domain of electric vehicle engineering, be it design, be it engine efficiency, be it design, be it motor efficiency, be it framework of how aerodynamically the electric vehicle should be made. So engineering part of it. And then finally we should have a very clear modules in almost all relevant industry body where electric vehicle should be also part of the know-how of a person, which means you can select few people from your organization, and you should definitely inculcate a culture that electric vehicle, if you are in mobility space, electric vehicle know-how should be part of it. So I think this is the 3-point formula I think I would advocate to be laid down, but the part which I want to focus the most is the framework.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes. Yeah, you are audible. Please go ahead.
So, thank you for giving me the opportunity to actually listen and understand what the academicians have and my co-panelists have to share. And I have a very quick point to make here is that no matter what kind of noises the world is making right now, we have to accept it that electric mobility is at a nascent stage and it is developing. And it has not arrived at the shape that it will be. So sometimes I jokingly tell people that this is a elephant and four blind men kind of a story, where everybody is trying to figure out what is electric mobility, right? So my one point, which everybody is doing it, and I congratulate Imperial Society that they have the industry is so it's a very interesting. The past 10 years, we have moved from lead to lithium, right? So originally it was low to mid speed to high speed. This is evolving. It is evolving to that level where the market is going to stabilize in the next 3 to 5 years, where we will have a certain idea that this is the right direction that we need to take. Most of the people, although every company has their own individual strategies, but the idea of where will it lead is something which will evolve eventually. And one thing we really need to do is that work with the industry, understand where they are headed, because trust me, every company is very agile right now. They are looking for the next pot of gold. They are looking for the next solution, that this is the new technology that we'll bring in. So anything, if anybody is arriving on a solution that it is standardized, no, it is not. Is it electric mobility simple? Yes, it is. But will it be more complex? Yes, it will. Which side it will be text so moving it rather than using it for daily commute. It is becoming, AI is becoming a very short as we go along. So these are points that we have to keep in mind, that eventually where are we headed? Along with the esteemed panelists like you, and with what thinking of India. So from there to where we are, the experience and the knowledge and the overall horizon that we want to build in, I think we should be able to build a India. I will not electric mobility go to any other country, but to India, and that is government's ambition, and that is where industry is working towards. So, congratulations. Thank you.
Am I audible, Ashwini?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah, I'm representing from Kerala State Higher Education Department of Kerala, a company. We have a Section 8 company under Higher Education Department called ASAP, Government of Kerala. So what we do is we are filling the gap between the people and the technology, and making employment more to Kerala State. So coming back to the today's topic, like e-mobility, we have advanced a little bit with the help of ISIE. Anyway, thanks to all of them. And what we are doing, that is, we are establishing the first center of excellence in 2 places in Kerala, with some of the fund from government as well as some of the fund from our industry partners through ISIE, and with support from ISIE, anyway mentioned. So what actually we are doing here, because we are under Higher Education Department, so we are aiming engineering college people, ITI students, and also pass outs, dropouts, and also the working professionals in different domain. So both type of courses we are offering to fill the gap in we are establishing by class state, and through this mark excellence with prototype making capabilities. And once we establish this, what we are planning, first step which we are going to do, maybe you can take this as my, we are trying to make through our Vice Chancellor a curriculum in e-mobility in their a normal syllabus. That is the one part which we are forcing them. And then next one for the engineering colleges, which is whether it may be any branches, IT or CS or AAA or mechanical or civil, we are making as an add-on course with e-mobility, the latest technologies that we are putting forward to them. Number 3, we have ASAP cells. We call it as ASAP cells. So that cells were basically in each college and schools we have one ASAP cell, and there we arrange all industry partners to come and give a free webinars, so that the coming kids they will come to know, they will understand that the importance of e-weight mobility, e-vehicles, what exactly is that, what is the benefit in that. Anyway, after 5 years, this is going to be a big, massive, explosion will happen with the introduction of these e-vehicles. Even in Kerala, we have Kerala state government policy also in e-vehicle. Most of the metro cities we are running with, we are planning to run with e-vehicles only. Only in remote areas maybe with the other combustion engine vehicles. So that is a policy which has been put forward in 2019 from the Kerala state government in coordination with central government of India. And then through these ASAP cells, we are bringing industry partners, people to explain small videos and all to make the students aware of the electric vehicles importance and the way which we are introducing to the public. Another one which we do is we are planning to do industrial visits with the COE, because anyway we are establishing 2 COEs in 2 places in Kerala, 2 districts. So we will plan industrial visits free of cost to all students from the colleges, from the ITIs, from the polytechnics, and even +1 and +2 to the Center of Excellence free of cost. So let them come and see and feel the EV facilities, how they we make and what is the concept. Maybe we can put on a small bike to ride also, which we are doing in Kerala for some exhibitions and all. So that is one of the other planning. And next one which we are planning, once we establish the COE, our partners like MG and Hero and ANSYS, they will start delivering small courses. So which may be with a small fee or with the government subsidies, with the SCST departments, like sort of departments free of cost. We are running to launch certain small courses which makes the students and public, even to the public also, aware the pros and cons and the importance of e-vehicles. That is one of the planning which already planned with ISIE. And another thing which we are doing now is what we do in ASAP Kerala. We don't curate any courses which is from the scratch or from the academic area. What we do, we will call all the industry people like MG, Hero, and all these people, Microsoft, ANSYS, all the people, and we call it as training partners, and we ask for a course from them which the placement is possible. So we curate such courses which makes the students aware that there are so many job opportunities available in this area. For example, we have in design part, we have in testing part, we have in software part. I think more higher experts are in this panelist. They can give me more ideas on it. So all these sort of job profile we will try to explore in front of them, so that they will understand that okay, this is the future for us, and they can also get more interest, because every course which we believe it should be taken by those students with passion, not just coming for training program and going back. So to create the passion, we feel we make them to feel these sort of ideas. And also one more thing I have to tell you, the last one but the least, we are organizing government exhibitions with the EV display in all our constituencies of Kerala state government. in all MLAs, we are seeing all MLAs, MPs and all, in all their constituencies, we are planning to exhibit ISI with the help of ISIE and MG and Hero. We are displaying the running model of EVs in all the places to get some public awareness, to create some public awareness. The first one we launched last year and last month 30th, and Mr. Vikas ji from ISI was with me, and we have done a very good job with the Ministry of Kerala. Thank you so much.
This is Munir Ratnam here.
Yes, sir, please go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, nice to see all of you good friends of mine in the panel discussion like Mr. Lahiri and Dr. Ashwin and many others. Pleasure to see you all. Yeah, I'm presuming that we have students attending this program. I just wanted to step back and give an overview of what is the market. Then we will get into your question. Just wanted to share with the students here that there are about 500 companies in India itself which are in the EV space. It could be small, medium, big, which means the potential is quite large. I think that's where the ISI is playing a very, very important role. That's one. Second thing, these companies are growing at a compounded annual growth rate of about anywhere between 40 to 70% average, which means the potential of employability is very, very high. This is with respect to Indian market. And also globally, I just wanted to share some of the initiatives by various countries. For example, in the EU region, they have a program called Fit for 55, which means they wanted to reduce the greenhouse emission by 55% by 2030, which means there are a lot of impetus in terms of green mobility or clean mobility, call it. In the United States, they wanted to go by, for example, they wanted to touch 50% of EVs by 2030. And in the city of Paris, they want to spend about 300 billion euros and dollars, which are now approximately the same. They want to convert majority of the roads into E-friendly roads. Then 150 EU cities are working on emission reduction. And for example, the city called Oslo in Norway, they're already about 70% adoption of EV. So these are a couple of examples I just wanted to share. Where is the future for the students? So coming to your question, Dr. Ashwin, what is the framework which we need to work? I think we have gone very fast in certain areas, we are a bit slow in certain areas. For example, if you look at two-wheeler EV segment, we have experts here. The two-wheeler EV, many people thought that I just assemble few parts and vehicle comes out. And we have seen the failures. We have really seen the failures. In fact, it has got a huge impact on the industry itself because of the tighter regulations have come out. Okay, we cannot run very fast, at the same time we cannot be slow as well. So we need to come with a framework where a lot of areas, like for example, what is the chemistry behind battery? It has to be taught in the colleges, which means you have to include chemical engineering disciplines as part of this EV activities. Then product design, fundamentally the product design. Again, coming back to this, just assembly of few parts doesn't become a product or vehicle. So the whole evolution has to be taught to the students in product design aspect. Then you have regular electronics, engineering, mechanical, computer science. In all these segments, you need to bring in overview of the whole architecture behind EVs, whole systems engineering in EVs, for which I think organizations like ASDC, academic institutions, and organizations like ISIEINDIA can kind of work in tandem to see what is that top one priority, top two priority, top three priority. But I think that's what we have to go step by step. There's a brief input all of you, especially for the students. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Professor Bhupender Verma, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Ashwini. Thank you very much. Hope I am audible properly there.
Yeah, you are audible. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. So, Dr. Ashwini, thank you very much for having me here. And I share alumni alma mater also with you, NIT Kurukshetra. And incidentally, I have been to some US universities where I stayed there for certain time to see the students progressing there. And I see a lot of cohesiveness between the industry and the academia in that country. And we are trying to bring that culture into our university, LPU, Lovely Professional University. Already we have made MOUs and try to collaborate with industry for certain educational programs. For example, we have collaborated with Intel for IoT, and we are looking forward in EV also. I may tell here that in 2015, one of my students, he started a venture, entrepreneurship venture, and he started e-rickshaws for the whole campus, which is about 650 acres at our side, and all the students are using it. We do not permit the regular bikes to be for traveling on the campus. So we know the importance of this EVs, and we floated a specialization also to the students in BTech curriculum as well as MTech curriculum. So I can say about 120 students are already registered for that specialization in EV, and we are working with the local industry, Speedways, for giving certain inputs, and we are looking forward to establish a center of excellences in future also. And it's a great initiative taken by ISIEE, and I congratulate all the panelists for deliberating on this kind of thought process. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for your wise words. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we have got one of the most heavyweight, I can say he is the champion in that sense, especially in the training and development, none other than Mr. Lahiri. Sir, I think the last word comes from you on this topic.
Good afternoon, good morning to all of you, all my eminent panelist members, and especially to you, Mr. Sharma, Dr. Sharma, and the whole ISIE India team. Manuji, very good morning to all of you. Meeting you virtually after quite some time. We hope to catch up physically sometime soon. I think it was a very interesting discussion today, and for me, I could take a lot of inputs from the different perspectives that are coming in from Mr. Muniratnam, Mr. Nair, Professor Verma, Mr. Jha, everybody chipping in with their views. There are many challenges in the EV adoption. I think we must not forget that electric powered vehicle is nothing new. It was there even before IC engine. So over the years, it has always remained in the backseat. It has actually gained prominence due to the compact nature of the energy storage that has been offered by the lithium-ion batteries, the lithium-ion cell technology that we talk about. However, this is not a very, very, I would say, sustainable cell chemistry that will work at a mass scale, which the mobility industry at large needs, right from two-wheelers, three-wheelers, four-wheelers, heavy vehicles, etc. We are seeing a faster adoption in the two and three-wheeler, obviously, because it makes a lot of sense to adopt this technology for that segment. It has a market mechanics in terms of the commercial value proposition that we already see. And therefore, you see a tremendous jump in the uptake of these volumes as we go forward. In terms of training candidates, which we at ASTC are primarily focused on, I just hope that I'm audible because I do seem to have some frozen videos.
Sir, you are audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you for the confirmation. So, as far as training is concerned, there is a very, if I see the mobility space in general today, including IC engine vehicles, we do see a huge amalgamation of various technologies into vehicles that move around us. One of the first things that we need to look at is that how do we ensure that students at the school level first is getting that awareness and the foundations in the right space. A lot of school activity today has, without any malice towards the IT or the software industry, which is all pervasive, we see a huge penetration of software coding and IT related programs in schools, which takes away the interest from the basic, engineering and technology space of, let's say, electromechanical forces, basic electronics, hardware. Even on the computer side, the bigger interest is on software, not on hardware, because everybody wants to emulate Satya Nadellas of the world, in terms of becoming software kings and the queens. So I think we need to have a balance in the school curriculum in terms of these fundamental technologies getting adequate space, and I think for that even the industry needs to come forward and make sure that they are present in the industry in the school level. When we come to the college level, and I keep meeting various college students, various college campuses that I go to, I still feel that there is this strong verticalization in campuses that still exists in terms of, whether you are engineering department, within engineering department, whether you're mechanical, electrical, electronics, industrial engineering, etc. The world today, in the real world today, does not distinguish between all of this. It distinguishes between people who have passion for a certain kind of a technology application area. So it should probably be more from engineering in energy storage devices kind of a thing, which might be an amalgamation of mechanical parts of the battery, the electricals of it, the chemistry of it, and everything has to be understood in a single rounded manner. You can't keep saying that I know only chemistry and I can do only this much. So I think those compartments somehow in higher education needs to be broken. We do see some penetration, some permeability, but I still feel that it needs to morph into a much more fluid structure in the campuses, which allows students. So students today, we see a lot more interest when they have project-based learning, which encompasses learning from other departments or cross-functional teams, etc., that can offer in certain campuses. So why not offer languages, offer curriculum which are much more optional in nature? Professor Verma was talking about the US universities. US universities do not have, they have the schools which specializes, but students can move from one school to another very easily, and they do specializations which are across schools, with whatever they may be interested in. So we need to be able to emulate that kind of an environment, and which will allow industry also to come in, because industry today feels that, oh, I have to collaborate with mechanical engineering department, but my problem needs a solution from 5 different departments. So should I have a signing with 5 MOUs? And then who coordinates all of this? That doesn't work, at an industry academia kind of a thing. So I think these are some of these elements that we need to look at. Lastly, finally, I must talk about skills training. I must say that, getting students to do hands-on is very, very critical. A couple of days back, I was in one of the very renowned engineering colleges, and I was taken to their automation robotics lab. You know, the only area where the students were hands-on was the programming of the robots. But when it came to, troubleshooting with the robots or handling, the robots physically, it was left to the lab technician. The students were not willing to touch that and look at that area, and even the college probably was not very comfortable that they would want the students to mess around with a Fanuc robo, which might be costing a few lakhs. But I got passionate about automobiles by breaking all my car toys that I had at home. You need to break a few things. You can give them some smaller, robots to break things, but please allow them to do that. You can't sit and learn in front of the computer screen. That's not done. You can do it in a certain area, but not for all areas, and especially definitely not in areas of automotive and mobility. Thank you. I'll rest my case. Probably I've taken a little longer time. Thank you. Over to you, Dr. Sharma.
Thank you so much, sir. It is always nice to hear from your side, and every time the perspective changes. I told you that he is a heavyweight. Really, it's so nice to talk to you, sir. Okay, so we will quickly take one or two more questions here. The question here is being asked by one of the students. No, it's like faculty. What are the biggest misconception you feel about the skill requirements and industry demands? What are the biggest misconceptions you feel about skill requirements and industry demands? Anybody can take that.
Okay, right. Manu here. So
yes, sir.
I was waiting for anybody else to take this.
No, you're the right person because you're an industry.
And I was actually thinking it's actually pointed towards me. So good to see you, Arindam here. Good to see you here. And we have been meeting virtually only. So let's catch up soon.
Yeah, sure.
I'm still part of that WhatsApp group. A lot of development keep on happening.
Sure,
so,
thank you.
One of the misconception that we have is that we don't have enough. Some people may not agree with me that we do not have enough skill sets available to bring this to India completely on the technology side. And I mean, when I say that, I have been meeting people, all engineers and all the people, big brains, who come here, who have 10,000 beautiful ideas. And they have been working on this for ages now. And we have the ideas, we have the concept, we have the willingness from the people to actually work towards electric mobility, because India any day is the knowledge center of the world. I truly believe in that. So anything that comes up, we already have a lot of people working on it. The other misconception, or rather the need which people are avoiding, is that as the scale is growing, as the numbers are building up, biggest challenge is going to be the skilled manpower at the plants, the skilled manpower at the service centers. When the ecosystem is not there, how will you address that? That is the bigger problem than any of the other problems that we are talking about. We know we can't do anything about the battery right now. Nobody can do anything about the battery right now for the next 3-4 years until battery technology comes in. And China controls all the lithium, we know that. So what we need is skilled manpower to build these products and let them and can create this supply. So either it is supplier end, people who are making motors, people who are making, controllers, people who are actually developing softwares. All three levels. We need those, Indian, solid Indian workers who have been doing that. So what I'll tell you what we have been doing to cater to that. And secondly, till the time you don't see a service network available, which is an ecosystem, which is like a roadside mechanic that can help you to, in case of any breakdown, you still don't get any confidence out of it. So I'll tell you what we have been doing in these areas. We have adopted a couple of ITI centers. We have been working with EIF, that must have read. So we have been training those ITI students. ITIs, I hope I said ITIs at least. So ITIs we have been working on, and we have been creating that manpower, the skilled manpower, to actually produce the numbers that are coming in, the demand that which is being thrown at. So, and unfortunately, sad part is the ITIs are the most, frowned upon as far as a lot of engineering or educationalists are concerned. Yaari kya karenge? But we have had a very good experience with them. Secondly, we have been working a lot with roadside mechanics. So we've been creating PGOs, preferred garage owners. So we have again tied up with multiple, agencies who bring these people to us, and we train them in how to ensure that our product, when it is on the road, it's not, if it breaks down, so that guy should know how to remove the hub motor and repair the puncture. And starting from even a smallest of the thing, how to remove the coupler, how to actually connect it again, what is the hall sensor, how the things are connected here. He should not be scared here. I'm not touching this because I don't know what this is. And creating the employability of these people. Now they can also repair electric two-wheelers. So starting from that, we have been doing this. And historically, I'll tell you what we have done earlier as well. There was a time when electric mobility was sinking in about 2014-15, and a lot of people had walked out. A lot of electric mobility people had walked out, shut shops, dealers were closing day in, day out. So we, in order to sustain electric mobility, that it should continue to, people should not lose hope in this, we trained our service engineers to repair all the products that are available. And they eventually trained the preferred garage owners in their respective territories. So that is how we have been building, and obviously we have been working with all the leading institutes who have reached out to us. We have been more than happy to share our experiences, happy to share our knowledge with them. We have been working with people, young minds who come with an idea, and we give them a lot of little bit of guidance and funding that let's work on these things. There are a lot of incubation center that we are working with. So from that aspect, we know to sum it up, there are a lot of technology that will come in, and technology innovation is happening, and it is not happening in India right now, but eventually it will trickle down to India, and we will have the advantage of scale, which nobody has. So I am very much confident that we will be able to beat China or any other country in terms of creating the ecosystem for electric mobility and be the number one in it. Thank you.
Right, sir. Thank you so much. I think you have taken it well.
Ashwini ji, do we have one more minute? I want.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
So,
go ahead.
Thank you, Manu ji, for a very comprehensive response to the question. I have a different perspective altogether to it, and it is linked to not having so there is a misconception that everything has to be done by technology, whereas I feel that it's also linked very heavily on change management. Okay? Today, electric vehicle perception, okay, versus reality is a big gap. Okay? The technology is in such a way that it can really take a leap, whereas the confidence is not like that. So, in a nutshell, what I want to say that it's not only technology which will play a part, but the kind of support ISIE is bringing or we are discussing, I think it has also a very important part to play. It's always said that change happens with 5% technology and 95% human. So that aspect is what I wanted to put in, Ashwini. Thank you very much.
Very nicely said. That it's right that we need to see truly towards this. Okay, gentlemen, we have got another question which is for you, and that is related to electricity. Yes, there is an apprehension going on that what if the electricity is not available in sufficient number because we need to charge the vehicle, and there are a number of other things which are needed for that, like charging infrastructure and so on and so forth. But people are now, right now, as Ashutosh has told, that they are not in confidence with the technology. And I'm talking about the general people. We are here, we know the things. But somehow the people are not able to comprehend from where this electricity will come. Because there are power cuts and so many other things. So that may be one of the reasons. Now that is the question, that from where this electricity will come for the charging requirement.
Okay, I'll just take this for a second and then I may have to leave. I'm so sorry. I have another appointment. So whatever I have been reading and what I have been understanding from the government, India actually does not have a shortage of electricity, but we have a distribution problem. We have actually surplus of electricity available right now. So if I have to look at the other option that we have, which is which we tried about 25 years back, which is CNG. Now that distribution has failed because we have not been able to penetrate the markets, and how it has actually evolved that it is priced at the same level as diesel right now. So government wanted this idea to be popular, and similarly they have been right now make this idea, populate this idea of electric mobility. Fortunately, if they have to address the pollution which is prevalent in most of the cities, they really need to. They actually don't have a dearth of distribution in the urban areas. Populating electric mobility in those urban areas will never be a problem. That's where the biggest scales are. That's where we actually have to replace the IC technology and bring electric mobility. So, keeping that in mind, eventually, government will create a different, distribution sector where electricity for the mobility would be slightly more expensive during the while they develop the charging infrastructure. But till the time that doesn't happen, we should enjoy the benefits. So,
Manoji, I have one just little question. After that, you can give. Is the Hero coming up with any kind of retrofit kits for the bikes which are right now running on the? Yes, sir.
You want short answer? You want short answer or long answer?
Yes.
The short answer is no.
Okay.
It's counterproductive for us.
Yeah, that's right. But there are thousands and thousands of these two-wheelers which are available in the market. These people may be going for them.
So that's not
why I asked this question.
I mean, there has been certain companies that came, I can't name them, I should name them. They came up with the idea of retrofitment, but that did not fly well because it is not replacing the IC. It is actually creating a hybrid. So hybrid is something that people are not very keen. Government is not very keen on hybrid as much as it is keen on electric mobility. So I thank you everyone. I really appreciate this. I have a next appointment and I'll see you again. Arindam, see you next soon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I'll connect with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Manish.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, so this is going to be the last question for this session.
Ashwini, just a quick addition to this, on the electricity thing, if I can add.
Yeah.
I just want to share, because I'm sure there are many young minds who are listening to this. So just want to share with their, bring in our perspective when we were probably their age or even at a lower age. Television started making inroads into India, and a lot of people who were used to radio and rather the transistor radios, which never worked on power, but it used to work on dry cell technology. So a lot of the seniors in the family used to say that this television thing is never going to happen. It might just happen that every neighborhood might have 3 or 4 houses which will have these, television sets. And the rest of the mohalla will come and watch at their place, because how will everybody get power for this television set? And today the story that every house or even sometimes the same room has 2 television sets, because people want to watch different this thing. And so I'm just saying that if there is a requirement, if the market finds that there is a value in this particular form of mobility, electricity generation distribution will not be a problem. Last one point on the CNG fact is that CNG distribution finally has taken off. We have now more than 300 cities in India where CNG is available. Of course, the rates have gone up, but that has got to do with taxation structure, nothing to do with distribution costs. In commercial vehicles, the percentage of CNG vehicle sales to the non-CNG, CNG was only 4.5%. So low base, obviously last to last year. Last financial year, the number has jumped to about almost 10%. So it's more than doubled in 1 year, and people are finding CNG because there is much more availability of CNG in the ground. It has taken a long period to do that distribution, but I don't think electricity availability will be a major holdback. So right now the problem remains the battery cell, the energy storage device. If we crack that problem, I think EVs will have a huge way ahead. Thank you.
Sir, one point in this electricity side.
Yeah.
Actually, I've been in the field of electrical energy. So there are so many programs which in KSEB in Kerala state also coming out with renewable energies. So when the renewable energy forcing coming to the in-grid applications with the electricity boards and suppliers, there could not be much issue in the electricity when we focus on the green energy concepts. So this could not be any much, because in everywhere in Kerala we are putting all charging stations with with a small distribution side. So adding more renewable energy sources like solar, wind energy, all these things will reduce when we are coming out with smart grid applications, dispersed energy applications. In that we don't find, maybe coming days electricity may not be an issue for the charging part.
Dr. Ashwin, I have one point for the students and for the industries here. Do you hear me well? Okay, I think okay. Yeah, just wanted to. Thank you. Just wanted to bring one specific point for the industries and students here. If we can actually bring students from the first year onwards to the industry as a team, not from one specific branch. Let's say you take 2 students from mechanical, civil, electrical, electronics, and the chemical, put them together and run through every year as part of their internship program. I think that way we will have a better educated, better informed students available or engineers available for the industry. It's just one input, because it cannot just happen for the 2 months internship. It has to happen over a period of time. Yeah, that's one
Right,
input
sir.
I wanted to share. Thank you.
Right, sir. Right, sir. That's perfect.
Thank you.
So there is one more question which we need to take, and that is related to the battery recycling. This is the question which is asked by one of the students, that what about the battery recycling? We are going very fast with the adoption of EV, and are there technologies available? Are the companies? Yes, this is one of the potential area which maybe many of the people have not thought of, that this may be a lucrative area. So what is your take on that, sir?
Yeah.
Javaji sir, I think you should take it.
Yeah, to best of my knowledge, there are already some companies which are working on battery recycling. In fact, there are one or two startups. They found that this is going to be one of the biggest business. And as you know, the government of India has initiated what they call after life of the product. How do you recycle, dispose the products? So that way it is going to be a big business. Technologies are not fully matured, but it is going to be available, and government of India has already initiated this process.
Arindam sir?
Yes, I think this is a very important area. Recycling itself is recycling of the entire vehicle itself is a big area of concern that the government has. The new scrappage policy has already come into place for the entire vehicle perspective. Batteries recycling, I think technologies is also maturing over a period of time. The largest lithium ion, the lithium battery recycling company that is there, I think they are based out of Canada. They have a current capacity to recycle batteries for almost about 20,000 vehicles in a year. So that's the kind of operations that we have today. But in India, we need to have a very focused approach and a policy for this. The good part is that the lithium grade that is used here in automobile is usually the better grade, the top grade lithium that is used. So after these batteries are not good for further use in vehicles, can be used for many other smaller applications where you don't need the highest quality of lithium in that application. So there could be synergy where these could be, after through a certain restoration or a recycling process, go to other industries which could apply these batteries as a usage, and the life can continue. So the cycle and the linkage is what will need to get established as we move forward.
Right, sir. Thank you so very much for everybody who is present in this forum. Obviously, Mr. Raiju has taken a lead in the sense of skill development, the real skill development in Kerala. I think the other governments are also going to adopt the same model of establishing the Center of Excellence and educating the people regarding this new green technology. Javaji sir has given words of wisdom regarding so many things, but especially for the educational institute. Astosh Jha Saab, you have very aptly given the inputs regarding how the EV segment can be taken further. And we also had the words from Professor Bhupinder Verma regarding the educational institutes, what they are doing at present in this scenario. So the fruitful discussion here is that one is the skill requirement for the students for which the industry needs to come forward. Like I had a word with I had worked with one of the experts who is again with Michelin, and just to quote the words that your tire of the car which you sometimes don't think, means I don't know how many times we think of the tire, but it has a great role to play in the fuel efficiency or battery consumption. So these are the different things which are needed to be understood, and Michelin has already worked in this area. They are also into hydrogen technology. This gives a very clear indication that we are going into a right direction. The only requirement here is that how to make the people aware, as you have already told, that we need to catch them young, right from the beginning, maybe from the school level, where the students are able to understand, and the faculty. Now, this is another big area or big challenge, where my faculty members are not trained with EV technology, and they are actually imparting this know-how. They may not. So my sincere request to all of you is that please allow the faculty members to be part of your initiative, or they can visit your organization so that they can see what is actually going to happen in coming 5 years. This is my sincere request to all of you. And with this note, I think we are coming to the closure of this meeting, panel discussion. Any last word if you have, please come forward.
So Ashwinji, I would like to say very sincere thanks to you and Vinodji, who is in such a young age, is having some vision. And literally these kind of initiatives are helping a greater cause, which maybe sometimes we do not able to tangibly measure. But these are the things at this stage. I have seen multiple changes happening in technology across the 15 years of my experience in mobility ecosystem outside of India. But what I can certainly say that this kind of initiative is very important, and also the insights which I have got from Mr. Manu, Mr. Arindam, I think it is also helping me gain more perspective. So thanks for inviting me in the panel, and fantastic work you guys are doing. Keep doing what you are doing, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I would like to now hand it over to the people from ISI. Vikas, if you can take it over.
Thank you, Dr. Sharma. Thank you. Always a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Baji.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jan.
Vikas, are you there?
Yeah. Thank you all of you for joining, and I would like to thank all the delegates, speakers, and everyone present here. Actually, I want to express my sincere appreciation to all the experts for your inspiring words and the depth of understanding and whatever you present about the EV ecosystem. I hope all the attendees were enriched by this session. And I would also like to thank thanks to all the participants for joining this Vision Quest. And we hope that this would aware the roadmap for EV skilling and upskilling. We also have listened from our guests about various initiatives from academic point of view, from organizations, from industries in this EV ecosystem. Also, we also learn about the upcoming technological advancement and various incorporation of new initiatives at academic and industry level to set up this roadmap for EV. So I would like to thank Sharindam Lahiri sir, Mr. Muniratnam Jawaji sir, Professor Bhupinder Verma sir, Mr. Manu Sharma sir, Sri IP Laiju sir, Mr. Ashok Jha sir, and very special thanks to Dr. Ashwini Kumar Sharma sir for moderating this entire event. Thank you once again, and I hope to associate with all you again for our further programs and events. Thank you.
So thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice to see you, and we will meet up again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
you.